Hey Max, how are you? How have you been?
I'm not too bad, bro. Thanks for attending to my email. Really
No
appreciate it.
worries. I had a long day. If my voice is pretty cracky, then I'm really sorry.
No worries, no worries. Mr. Manpreet, sorry to interrupt you, man. I just wanted to because I needed to interview a company, you see, for my assignment, given task. So I need to interview a company based on their experience with COVID-19, how it impacted them, and what kind of external force they're dealing with, and stuff like that. Okay, so if you don't mind, right, Manpreet, can you introduce yourself a bit so that my lecturer get to know who actually we're talking to, like which company you're
My
from,
name
and
is my my name is Manpreet. I am actually the team leader for dedicated partner support center. I've been working for e-commerce almost 2 years, and I'm really proud to be for Lazada.
oh, okay. Thank you so much, man. All right, Mr. Manpreet, I wanted to ask you. Like most of the companies been affected by COVID-19, right? Okay, and
Yes.
you know how some companies have been impacted really badly, and some have been like
Mm-hmm.
not really much of a impact has been taken. So I want to ask on your company itself, how has COVID-19 affected your company?
Oh, the COVID-19 has because of the outbreak of COVID-19 had an impact on this segment due to uncertainty of the supply chain and definitely consumer demand across the globe. E-commerce supply chains are mainly strained by COVID-19 as well as factory closures in China, the US, and the other countries.
Right, right. Yeah, thanks. Because I really needed, someone to tell me about your company. Though I have emailed you the questions I needed to ask you during the meeting, so you prepare yourself better. Because I really need this information to provide my lecturer, right? Okay.
Okay.
What else could you tell me about how the external forces of the company itself?
The external force. Can I get back a question, sir?
Okay, so like I mentioned, right? Like you got obviously COVID-19 impacted, right? So the external forces, like I could give you an
Uh-huh.
example of like most of them will have human resources. They obviously would have the economy impacting them as external forces. Could you tell me like
Uh-huh.
more in how they affected your company?
For our economic side, in reality, e-commerce sales are not higher across the board, especially Lazada during this outbreak of COVID-19.
Understand.
All, although some industries are seeing significant upticks, this is especially this is especially true for online sellers of household good and groceries.
Right, right.
China's largest online retailers have been sales of common household staples quadruple over the same period last year.
All right, all right. Okay, Mr. Manpreet. Now, obviously, you explained about e-commerce and the economy itself. The economy itself, right? Like, if I were to ask you, ever since pandemic happened, right?
Mhm.
Has your company dealt with economic in a positive way or in a negative way? Like, what are
Um,
your opinions on it?
there are some ups and downs.
Okay.
Currently, if you think about the good thing, that not it's not the actual good thing, but I'm saying that right now during the pandemic, a lot of customers are preferring to buy online rather than walking into a store. So
Understand.
that is one thing it bring benefit to e-commerce company.
Right. If you're talking about e-commerce, right? What do you mean by e-commerce? Do you mean like I mean, I've done multiple assignments on e-commerce itself. Like I did Shopee.
Mhm.
But I just want to make sure that when you refer to e-commerce, your business is basically is it like a
Uh,
customer service care as well?
yes, correct. But I do assist to partner. I'm more to partner side.
You're more to
I'm
partner side. Okay.
yeah. So yes, correct. Which is the sellers.
Understandable.
For I would say for sellers,
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot of loss when the parcel is not delivered to the customer accordingly to the address.
I understand. Okay. So and this is where you guys come in into the picture, is it?
Yes, that is right.
Okay. So Manpreet, if you don't mind me asking, right? Other than that, right? Let's say if you give me external forces and everything, I don't want to know how your business works. You're the from what I've heard, you're the team leader or the supervisor there.
I'm the team leader actually for
You're the
my
team.
current department. I'm like the SME. Yes.
Understand. So you as a team leader, what do you like manage? Do you manage your staff as well, or do you got to deal with more towards sales department?
For me, I deal with sellers often because I'm still under training for my team leader, but I'm actually an SME right now.
I
So
see.
Yes, for me, I deal with sellers most of the time because they have a lot of inquiries, and during this COVID-19 outbreak, it is really difficult because of the income we get every day.
I understand. I
Before
understand.
COVID-19 was affecting, so the income was pretty low. It was okay, but the sales were going pretty good. But right now, during the COVID-19, there's a lot of sellers coming and inquiring about their item.
Understand. So basically, it's not really a loss for your company. In other words, it's basically profiting from there, lah.
Yes,
Right, right.
correct.
Mr. Manpreet, I want to ask you another thing. As you know, since you guys are located in Cyberjaya itself, okay. Now, obviously, why I picked your company is because I had to find the company that was nearby my area. So obviously, yours was in few kilometers away. Not to mention that I actually know your company quite well already. But okay, in terms of the company located in Cyberjaya itself, does that affect the company a lot? Because I've seen a lot of people saying that Cyberjaya is too far away from from the city, and not many people live here. But what do you think about it? What are your opinions and thoughts on this?
Okay, to be honest, I do not feel that way because we deal with sellers morely like using technology. We don't walk to them. We have technology. This is 2021,
Understand?
so we have computers, and so we do not have to walk into them. We do have to just initiate a chat with them
Right, right. So basically, it's just through
and assist
technologies.
them accordingly.
Right, right.
Yes.
Understand, understand.
Yes, correct.
Sorry to bother you so much, man. I just needed, to understand so I can get the
No,
assignment, terms and condition done with. Plus, to be honest with you, Mr. Manpreet, I've delayed this assignment quite a while, so that's why. And sorry to
no
bother
worries, Mr.
you.
Mac. I got it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
All right, Mr. Manpreet. I think that's about it. Anything you'd like to add on, or maybe that could help me out in my assignment?
Um, get this guy good grades. Okay, I'm just joking.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Manpreet.
Thank you
Really
so much.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, you too, man.